Today we're going to be covering BONDLY, an incredible DeFi project being built that will really help merge traditional finance with the crypto space. As we know, the blockchain space is a bit of a vacuum, especially with the altcoins. We're seeing more attention being brought into Bitcoin, but especially with decentralized finance, we're still in the beginning. And BONDLY is an incredible project solving a lot of issues with escrow payments, basically allowing you to interact with any chain. So in the blockchain space, you have multiple chains. You have the Bitcoin chain, you have the Ethereum chain. Some of these chains have even forks of them, like Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, Ethereum Classic, and then you have like Polkadot's being built on Tron. So many different chains. But really what Bondly does is helps merge them. So interoperability is very, very key in any project these days, I think. And Polkadot's doing a great job of this. And one thing that Bondly really aims to do is, again, bring DeFi to the masses. So allow decentralized finance to be accessible to everyone. Celsius Network is another interesting one. Maybe we'll cover soon on that. So this is going to be an interesting video. Let's dive right into Bondly. So as you can see, they have a very nice website set up here. In this video, we'll be covering these four main features, kind of their team, Brandon Smith being the CEO, as well as the roadmap we'll be covering. If you want to check out these, I highly recommend it. Again, we'll have both of these, this website link in the description, as well as what we're going to be taking a look at the end with CoinMarketCap's token metrics and kind of a bit of technical analysis. But on the right side up here, this bond paper is kind of like the Bitcoin white paper, but each different project has kind of their open sourced paper, which I highly recommend reading. It's part of our DYOR method, which is also linked in the description, the do your own research. And then this Get Bondly basically takes you to an exchange website where you can actually purchase Bondly. So let's dive right in. Meet Bondly, bringing agile and trusted DeFi to everyone. We kind of covered this in the beginning of the video. It's basically focusing on bringing DeFi to the masses by bridging the gap between decentralized escrow payments and traditional marketplace. So let's scroll on down. Again, this is a very nice website. I really like their layout here. So you can see that they have a mobile application as well as a desktop, a portable peer-to-peer exchange that enables trading across any chain through any medium. And recently, this bond swap went live. They have this Y Bondly, so it's versatile. Use any chat app to make escrow for crypto payments. I actually really like that. Innovative, features trustless swapping and recurring payments. So this is something that's a bit interesting. All basically projects in the blockchain space say they're innovative. I kind of wish each of the projects would really lead with what they're doing different, because this is one thing just to kind of understand in the blockchain space. Pretty much every project you see says all these same things. You look at a lot of the projects we cover on this channel, like what is blank, any of these projects, most of them are interoperable, which is incredible. But I think as we grow in the blockchain space, these should become a bare minimum. Interoperability should be a bare minimum, working across any chain. You should not have this kind of old version of blockchain technology where you're only working on one chain. No. That's not going to help grow the crypto space. What's going to help grow is being interoperable and being able to kind of grow on each of these different chains. So, and then you have transparent activity happens on chain. So you're able to see all activity. And again, this like innovative stuff, every project says they're innovative. Choose something different here, Bond Team. That's kind of one little critique there, I would say. So again, any of these times you see Get Bondly, that's for the token. So this is not to actually like use the product. It's just, it'll take you to an exchange and where you can purchase the bond token. Again, not financial advice, but it's an interesting project. So frustrating and complex. The problem with digital payments. DeFi is complicated. CeFi, centralized finance, is too slow. And then decentralized exchanges or DEXs are expensive. I guess that's true. Some fees on decentralized exchanges are expensive. So we'll go with them on that. So powerful and adaptable. Our solution: trusted, transparent, and portable swap transactions between parties in any marketplace. So chat apps evolved to decentralized exchanges. Social media accounts evolved to token marketplaces. Every peer-to-peer payment is trustlessly escrowed. I really like that. That's huge. You in the CeFi, like the traditional finance space, centralized, you have to trust them. That's one of the big things we've seen throughout history. Centralized organizations typically don't last that long and typically have a lot of issues. Unless it's a family member you're working with, I don't really trust a whole lot of banks. So blockchain and platform is invisible to participants. That's interesting. So yeah, so I like this kind of chat apps idea. I think it's pretty interesting. All right. So it is powered by the Polkadot So the Bondly native substrate blockchain is designed to support the lowest cost transfers for assets powered by Polkadot, but since it's interoperable, it works with Ethereum, it works with Tron, Cardano, Kusama, Darwinia, Dose Network, all of those I'm invested in, except Darwinia. That's and Kusama actually. So I'm in all of these except Darwinia and Kusama. Let me know maybe if I should cover these two. I don't know a ton about them. I've heard about them, but to be just fully transparent, I'm not exactly knowing a lot about them. I know a decent amount about Tron. Not the biggest fan of Tron. I'm a lot more bullish on Ethereum, Cardano, and a Polkadot. And then I do have a little bit of Dose Network. It's interesting. So this is the roadmap. Maybe we'll this is kind of what they're hoping to do. So supported assets at launch / early stage. This was in Q4 2020. So these were the supported assets: the Ethereum token, the Dose Network token, which is just DOS, and then USDC, USD coin. And let's see, in development, Q1 to Q2 2021, Kusama, Polkadot, Darwinia. Again, I'm in with Polkadot, I'm in with Cardano. And obviously USD coin, I have a little bit of that for buying dips. And then a future roadmap. This is interesting. So Trust Chain, Koti, and then you have Cardano, and then a couple others. So pretty interesting things here with the roadmap. Okay, now let's take a look at the makers of the team. So I'm not going to dive super deep into them. You could check out each of their LinkedIns. That's part of, again, our do your own research method. But these are the founding members. So Brandon Smith, Harry Liu, Parker Curley, so COO, Chief Operating Officer, CEO, Chief Executive Officer, CTO, Chief Technology Officer. Let's see. I love the CTO little acronyms because I know all of them. So Director of BD, you have Senior Engineer, Head Content, Nicholas Sherrill. Let's see, Sarah Canton, Web Designer. Nice job, Sarah. By the way, Sarah, if you're watching this, when you build this team thing on a website, it's important while someone's scrolling their mouse over the team members' faces, you should have a little bit more about them. Okay, so like like right now, I'm scrolling over your face, or I'm scrolling over Megan Liu or Adam Gals. When you go on these, instead of having to click, they should be able to stay on the same page, but have more information about them. That's very, very key when kind of doing this. It's what a lot of top websites have. So these are the advisors and kind of some of the investors: the PwC, FM, Decent Labs. Let's see. So Angela Tong, Joe Zhu. Interesting. Dan Friedman, Nicholas Davis. Okay, interesting. And then at the bottom they have a nice little contact area. You can kind of get involved on Telegram or Discord. They also have a Discord rather. And so now let's actually jump into the coin metrics, the tokenomics. And again, you can check out their bond paper. I highly recommend you do this. If you click this Get Bondly, what ends up happening, as I said, is it'll just take you to an exchange and where you can actually find Bondly, which you can also do here on CoinMarketCap. So as always with CoinMarketCap, I absolutely love this website. Make sure you star this if you have an account. So add to your watch list. That way you can kind of watch on a day-to-day basis if you're interested in this. A good buying opportunity, because right now it is up about 5.64%. So it's sitting right around 10 cents. Interesting. So let's kind of take a look here. So one thing that CoinMarketCap does not have, that's interesting. So for some reason, the market cap is not being showed. I think this is quite interesting. This is something that Bondly, you guys need to definitely get on, because the volume's quite low, about 300,000 in the past 24 hours, but it's up 56%. So again, this is a very, very early project. So this is one of the things where it's like the total supply is, what is that, 1 million? Yes, okay, so 1 million is total supply. Let's see. Or 1 billion rather, my apologies. So circulating supply, they do not have that out there. That's a very, very important metric. I think this is quite interesting. Okay, so that does stink, because I do like to watch the market cap on this chart. But so again, CoinMarketCap or a Bondly, if you guys are watching this, it's very, very important to have that updated, because people are checking you guys out. And even though this is quite early, if you're looking at the overall time frame, December 9th was the first day that we're getting recording. So it's about a month old project. So it's very, very interesting. In terms of price movement, you do have a bit of a dip. The peak again when it was kind of launched was right around about 16 cents if we're rounding up. Right here at this little peak, we were at around 17 cents. And where are we at? Right now we're right around 10 cents. So I think this is honestly an interesting buying opportunity because not a lot of people know about this. I think it's a great project, interesting ideas they have. I think the website could use a bit of work, but again, this is when it's this low of market cap, it's pretty interesting. It stinks when there's a lot of these things have no data. So it's kind of one of those things about finding low cap altcoin gems. Maybe if you want, I definitely know other websites where they can track these things. But in this style of video, when I'm just introducing my subscribers to a project, I just kind of cover their website and CoinMarketCap. And if you want me to do anything more in-depth, anyone who's listening, just let me know in the comments. I'd definitely be happy to go more in-depth with Bondly, but I want to make sure that's something that's requested if you guys are interested in that. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you did, please leave us a like, subscribe, button all, like, subscribe, button all. As always, invest global, and until next time.